Hey guys, so for today's video I'm going to be doing my birthday nails. My birthday is this Saturday. Actually, when this video goes up will be my birthday. Today is Monday and I'm gonna go ahead and get started on these because they're probably gonna take me a few days to actually get finished. But before I started them, I wanted to show you guys like the grow out of my sets, because unlike most nail content creators, I do actually wear my sets, and I'll wear them anywhere from like 2 to 4 weeks depending on the set or like what I'm gonna do next, like to make sure that it fits like a certain time frame or whatever, or like if there's a holiday or I have a vacation or something coming up, or something where I want my nails to match like what's going on. But I did just want to show you guys like the grow out here. This right here is a little over 5 weeks. It's like 5 weeks and a couple days of growth right here for me. My nails do grow on the slower side, so it's not a whole lot of growth. This is actually kind of a lot of growth for me. Usually I don't get this much growth even in like 4 weeks. But you know, everyone's nails grow at different rates and everything. Also, you really shouldn't be wearing your nails for, or I should say, you should be getting a new set or getting a fill done every 4 weeks at the max. Again, depending on how quickly your nails grow, because your apex, you know, as your nails grow out, the apex moves down with it, and that makes the nails unbalanced, so you are more prone to breakage and lifting, which can cause a lot of damage to your natural nail. So you do want to make sure you are getting your nails either filled or getting a whole new set between every like 2 to 4 weeks. I know you'll see all these YouTube videos and everyone being like, oh, how to prep your nails to make your nails last, you know, 5+ weeks or 6+ weeks, or oh, I'll show you how you can get your nails to last 8 weeks. You really shouldn't be doing all that, like I said, because your nails get super unbalanced, the apex isn't in the right spot, it can end up causing a lot of damage to your nails. But yeah, with my prep and with the products that I use, you can see here that there is 0 lifting. And like I said, this is a little over 5 weeks, so that's really good to not have any lifting on any of these nails. I do usually will get lifting on like my right hand, on my thumb, pointer, and ring finger, just because I am right-handed, and especially with like writing, having a pen or a pencil or something right there, and like the pressure can cause lifting. But I've noticed since I switched to using LGN hard gel and like her system, I have not experienced any kind of lifting whatsoever. That's been my experience. That might not be your experience if you use it. You know, everybody's nails are different, and they'll react to different products. So sometimes if you're experiencing lifting, it might be because of your prep, so you'll have to adjust your prep routine. It could also be because of the products you're using. They just might not be compatible with your like chemistry, and you're gonna have to test out and try different products to see what does work with you and what's compatible with your nails. And if you're experiencing lifting with acrylic and you can't figure out, you know, what's going on, and you just keep getting lifting over and over again, you could switch over and try hard gel. Or if you are experiencing lifting with gel or polygel or something, you could try acrylic. You know, there's all different kinds of reasons as to why you might be experiencing lifting with your nails. I know everyone always first goes to prep, which you should. If you are experiencing lifting, make sure your prep is on point first. And if you have your prep down and you feel like your prep is really good, then I would suggest trying out different products. But with all that being said, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the grow out here and how the LGN builder gels hold up. This is the crystal clear builder gel that I used for these. It's pretty much what I always use whenever I build my nails. And it holds up really well. I don't have any kind of chipping or damage or anything like on the sides of the nails or the free edge or anything. Like I said, there's no lifting on any of these nails. This is the LGN shiny top coat, and as you can see, it is still super shiny. Also, highly recommend the LGN shiny top coat if you are a hairdresser or if you're someone that dyes their hair a lot, because I do dye my hair a lot, and you know, washing my hair and like even with dyeing my hair, the dye and like the color will, you know, wash onto the nails and like stain the nails and stuff. But with the LGN shiny top coat, there's no stain whatsoever. Like, it does not stick. The hair dye does not stick at all to the nails. It comes right off and there's no staining. I currently right now have red and black hair, and if you've ever dyed your hair red or black, you know those two colors stain pretty badly, especially semi-permanent black, which I do have on my hair currently right now, but no staining whatsoever from washing my hair several times over the course of having these nails on. So that's definitely a huge plus for the LGN top coat. There's also no kind of discoloration or anything or fading of the colors. Sometimes your nails can fade. It's usually because the top coat doesn't have like UV protectants in it or something. You can Google that. I recently learned that some top coats like have something in them that protects your nail art from like UV rays, so they don't fade or like change colors or whatever. There's also no yellowing with it, so the white is still super white. But yeah, that's it on these nails. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. I am gonna take them off on camera, off camera, just because it will go a lot quicker for me. I am going to completely remove these. I always completely remove a set. I never do fills. I hate doing fills. They take so long to do and they're such a pain in the butt. Like, you would think a fill would be a lot easier and quicker than just doing a whole new set, but honestly, it takes about the same amount of time or even sometimes longer to do a fill versus just doing a whole new set. So since I do my own nails, I do just like to remove the set and do a whole new set instead of doing a fill. It goes a lot quicker and it's a lot easier for me. The way I remove them is I just take some nail clippers and I'll clip them down. You can see like where my natural nail is growing. I will clip it right above that, making sure not to clip my natural nail, because if I clip my natural nail, that could end up making it split down and like breaking my natural nail, and I don't want that. So I will clip it a little bit above, and then I'll go in and file down what's left. Because this is a hard gel, it has to be filed off. It can't be soaked off. So I do just go in with my e-file, file it down super thin. I will keep a super thin layer of the gel on my nail still. That way I'm not constantly prepping the same area of nail over and over and over again and getting those like rings of fire, or what they call them, where it's like you can see the nail has been over filed several times, and it's like leaves those little like ridges on the nails. So I do leave that little layer there just to protect that, and then go in with my prep and just like really focus my prep on this little bit of growth here, and then essentially do a little like fill with that, and then have the whole nail. So like I said, I'm gonna take these off camera, and then when I come back I will show you how I'm going to do my nails for my birthday. Okay, so it's been a couple days actually, and I have just now finally gotten around to putting on my tips. I prepped my nails and everything off camera. Right now I have a layer of base coat on because I'm getting ready to paint the base of these nails. I haven't built up the nail or anything yet, because I'm going to just paint the nails first and then encapsulate that, because my plan for this set is to do like a junk nail type of look for this, and I want these nails to be as thin as possible before putting all the charms and whatever I'm going to put on top on, because adding all those charms, and if I do like rhinestones or like whatever I put on top, is going to kind of bulk up the nail a little bit, or give it the appearance that it's bulkier than it is, because there's so much on top and it's all like sticking out from the nail. So I do want these to be as thin as possible, so that's why I'm going to encapsulate the base color instead of doing the base color on top of the nail after I have sculpted it. So these were kind of what I was thinking of to do for the base. I was just testing out some stuff here. So I have this like blue hollow glitter, just a blue glitter, and then this is what I did for the base of my SpongeBob set, which was a glitter gel polish and then a blue jelly on top. And then here, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it is just a plain blue polish with a hollow powder on top. It's the clear hollow powder that I got from AliExpress that I showed in my last haul video. It looks really cool. You can definitely see the hollow in person. I don't know how well you're seeing it on camera here. And then this one is just a plain blue with a blue chrome on top. I figured I was going to keep the base pretty simple since I'm going to put a bunch of stuff on top of the nails. I don't really anticipate you seeing a whole lot of the base, but I do want something down just in case you can see through the charms and stuff. And like I didn't want to do anything super extra with it, like some sort of design or like an ombre or anything. I just kind of wanted to keep it kind of pretty like simple. And looking at these, I think I want to go with this one. I'm not going to do either one of the chrome looks just because I feel like that's just going to waste it. Because, like I said, you're not really going to see it. I'm not doing this because I already did it. And also it's two steps here, and I'm kind of like, I kind of just want to do one step, get it done, you know. So I was going back and forth between these two, but I was really liking this and how it does have like the hollow in it. And I think it will look really good if you can end up seeing through to it. So I am going to use this color, which is Ocean Water from Ball Pit. It is such a pretty color. I absolutely love this. I don't know how well the camera is picking it up, but in person it is super pretty, and it's super like glittery, and the hollow, it really does, like, Ocean Water is the perfect name for this because it really does look like ocean water. And like, you know how water, when the sun's reflecting off of it, it kind of looks sparkly and like just the light's reflecting off of it, and you can see that, like, it really looks like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint the bases of these. I'm gonna paint them. I'll probably do 2, maybe 3 coats. I don't know, we'll see. But I am going to cure each coat for 60 seconds. Okay, so I did end up going ahead and doing 3 coats of that just to make sure everything was fully covered, and I got full color payoff with this. This color is a little sheer and see-through. It's like a blue jelly polish with a bunch of glitter in there, so I wanted to make sure it was like as opaque as I could get it. Now I'm going to go ahead and build up the nails. As you can see, they are completely flat. I'm going to use my LGN Crystal Clear Gel for this. I am going to do it off camera just because it'll go a lot quicker for me. I do have a video that I posted quite a while ago, like I think it was 2 years ago maybe, of me like building up the nails. I also have a removal video, filing video, prep video, all of that. I should probably redo those and do like updated stuff because there are a few things that I do a little differently. I also use different builder gel and that I used to than what I used to use. But anyhow, if you want to know how I do any of that, you can go back and watch those videos. But like I said, I am going to build these nails off camera. I'm also going to file off camera because I absolutely hate filing, and it's really hard for me to file on camera because, you know, you gotta try and stay in frame and everything, and whenever I'm filing, like, I'm moving my hands all over the place, and, like, I have a really hard time staying in frame whenever I'm filing. So all that's gonna be off camera, and I will be back when I'm finished with all of that. Okay, so it's actually the next day. I could have finished these nails last night, but I am still kind of recovering from COVID, and I get tired so quickly and so easily. So once I was finished filing these, I was like, I'm going to bed because I'm so tired. But this is what they look like here after filing. And we are going to finish these up today. I kind of like how these look like matte. Almost kind of looks like TV static, if TV static was blue. It's kind of cool. But, so like I said, I'm going to do like a junk nail type of set here. And I bought a whole bunch of charms from Temu and AliExpress. I shared these in my last haul video, and they're linked there, but I'll also link them in this video. So I'm gonna grab those out real quick. So I did buy a bunch of like candy charms too, because in that haul video I said I was going back and forth between doing a candy set and a blue set for my birthday nails, and then I ultimately went with the blue. But there are some like little blue pieces of candy that I can use as well, so I do have those out. I have all these different blue charms down here. These snakes are supposed to be blue. They're also supposed to glow in the dark, but they don't. I also think some of these charms as well are supposed to glow in the dark. And then I have these little letters. I was going to spell my name out with them, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling doing that anymore, but we'll see. And then I got those little blue charms, and I got some of these little, like, they look like safety pins. I'm also gonna pull out some like rhinestones as well. I have a bunch of different like blue rhinestones, and I also might pull out the AB ones too, just to like maybe fill in some extra space where charms aren't small enough. I don't know, we'll see. Let me grab out the rhinestones and stuff real quick. I also have some of these like neon colored rhinestones. There's some blue ones in here. There's also some little like just the circle ones. I don't know if I'll use those. I might. I don't know. I have these little like jelly rhinestones. Sometimes though these are a little hard to see, like once you put them on the nail, depending what the base color is of your nail. But I feel like if I put the blue ones on top of the blue color here, like it should show up fine if I do use these. I have these little blue rhinestones. There's some different shapes and just the round ones. I have these little like bubble rhinestone things. There's also these little blue rhinestones here too, but they also kind of reflect green, and I don't really know if I want that on the nail. But I also did end up, I say that, and I pulled out some AB rhinestones, so I mean, it might work if I were to use those. I don't know. And there's like all different kinds of shades of blue too, so I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I just know I'm gonna take a bunch of stuff and just stick it on my nail and hope it looks good. So I do have these little trays here that you can put like your rhinestones in and then like kind of shake it and it flips them upright so it's easier to pick up. I'm gonna put some charms and stuff in these that I think I might want to use or that I think would go like good for this set. I am going to do it off camera though because I feel like this is going to take me a while to like pick out the different charms that I might want and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and then I'll be back and hopefully we'll be ready to start putting some stuff on my nails. Okay, so these are just some of the charms that I've pulled out right now. This is probably not enough to do all 10 of my fingers right now, but that's fine. I can always pull out some more. So I'm just going to use this glue that I've gotten recently, and we're going to test it out and see how well it works. I know on the box the instructions say to put this down first and then apply their top coat. You know, obviously they specifically say to use their top coat for this, but I don't have their top coat, so I am going to just use the LGN shiny top coat. This is also, that's also how I like typically do like my rhinestones and charms and stuff. I'll put the glue down and then the top coat on top. I'm pretty sure this glue also cures without a sticky layer. Like when I tested it out on a nail one time, I was testing to see if it did cure without a sticky layer. I'm pretty sure it does. But even if glue gels do, or like rhinestone glues do cure without a sticky layer, I always like to add top coat on top anyhow, just to make sure that it's like extra super shiny, because I really like super shiny nails. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, apply this, and then go right over top of it with my shiny top coat, and then stick the charms in. If I do end up using any rhinestones, I'll just pull those out as I need them. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just let this play out, because I'm not really gonna have anything to say about it, or like while I'm doing it. So you can just watch me place on some charms and rhinestones. I don't know if I'm gonna show all, well, I'm not going to show all 10, but I don't know if I'm going to show me doing all 5 of these fingers. It's going to depend on how long it takes me to get everything on and applied and everything, but you'll at least get to see me applying 2 nails, maybe all 5, who knows, we'll see. And to apply the glue, I'm just going to use my LGN oval number 4, what the heck, my oval number 4 brush. I feel like it'll be effective enough. Real quick, just wanted to show you like the consistency of this glue gel. It's very thick, like it doesn't really move in the jar. Oop, I don't know if you saw that. It's like, it does kind of move, but it's like really slow. So it's like super thick. I'm hoping that because it's so thick, it will really hold the charms in place as I'm placing them down, and they're not going to go sliding all over. Because, you know, that's always annoying whenever you're trying to do like rhinestones and charms and stuff, and they start sliding all over the nail as you're applying them. So hopefully, because this is really thick, that won't happen. Also, I'm gonna start with my pinky nail. For some reason, when I do my nails, I always start with my pinky nail. I think because it's the farthest away from like me. You know, my thumb is the closest, and if I'm on my phone, like I see my thumbs all the time. I want to start with the pinky nail as like the little tester nail to see how things are gonna go, and work my way to my thumb, which should hopefully be the best by the time I'm done with it. So then when I'm looking at my thumbs all the time, like on my phone or whatever, because they are the closest to me and I can see them easier than like, you know, if that makes sense. So yeah, I usually like to start with the pinky nail, and if it looks bad, then it's way over there and I can't hardly see it. I mean, I can see it, but like, you know, I hope that made sense. But anyhow, starting with the pinky nail. Also, this one should take less stuff to... This one should take less stuff to fill it up because it is, you know, thinner. I mean, they're all the same length, but it is more narrow compared to the thumb, which is the widest. So, I don't know. We're gonna see. Okay, can we just like take a second to appreciate this color right here? Like, look at that. That is such a pretty color. All the little hollow flakes in it. I just wanted to show that since you're probably not going to see much of that anyhow. Okay, that's all. did go ahead and flash cure this real quick. I think it's cute, maybe. I don't know. I think I need to see them all finished. I will say the rhinestones are a little hard to see, but also I feel like it's the background is also because it's kind of like looking the same color a little bit. I don't know, and this little heart that I put in the middle of this charm is kind of hard to see too. I don't know. We'll see. I'll finish these up and then see how we're feeling. I think I might end up only showing 2 nails here on camera, just because as of right now I have 24 minutes of footage right now, so yeah, I probably won't show all of the nails, but I'll at least show you one more nail and then we'll figure it out. Also, I really underestimated how like thin the pinky nail was. I was thinking I would be able to get like maybe a couple charms on the side, like more towards the side even, but then that didn't really work out because it is so narrow. It also kind of has me worried about the rest of these. I'm like, I know the middle and the thumb are a little wider, but I don't. It also might have just been the placement of them and like how I place them down. I don't know. It also probably was the size. I probably should have picked out some of the smaller charms to go on the pinky here, like the little flowers and the little bow instead of the big bow and the fish and whatever, but whatever. It's fine. We're just gonna keep going with it and see how these turn out. Hopefully they look good. Okay, yeah, it definitely helps if you like pay attention to the sizing of your charms and like also placement. Um, the pinky nail could have been a lot better. I'm definitely liking how the ring nail looks a lot more because I definitely want more charms than rhinestones. I kind of just want the rhinestones to fill in any little gaps or whatever, instead of being like majority of it being rhinestones. But that's okay, you know. You always gotta have your one tester nail to test it out and see. But yeah, that definitely looks better there on the ring nail. So that's just something I gotta keep in mind when I'm doing the rest of these, is being aware of the sizing and like placement and how I'm angling the charms and stuff. But yeah. And, you know, they do kind of look a little bulky. I mean, I feel like that's just what happens when you put a bunch of charms and 3D stuff on your nails. They do tend to end up looking a little bulky. That's why whenever I'm doing something like this, I do like to try and keep the nails themselves as thin as possible without going too thin and like compromising the structure and like the strength of the nails. So these are a lot thinner and a little bit narrower than what I usually do, just to compensate for, you know, the bulk that's going to be added on top of it with all the stuff on top. So hopefully once all the stuff is on top, they're not like super chunky looking. They still do look a little chunky just because of all the stuff sticking out, but I think it's fine. I don't really mind it. I know some people are gonna be like, ah, that's too thick, they're too chunky and bulky. Well, don't put them on your nails then, I guess. I don't know. They're my nails, not yours. They're fine. They're honestly fine. I don't mind at all. Also, when I'm putting these rhinestones in or on the nail, I am kind of trying to like push them as close as possible to the charms to try and like fill gaps as best as I can, so that way there's not, I didn't do a very good job over here on this bow, as you can see, but like to try and fill that in so that way it's not snagging and getting caught on a bunch of stuff, because you know these charms are flat, they're not curved at all. I know a lot of charms now are like, people are starting to make charms be a little more curved instead of flat, so they do sit flat on the nail and you're not having this issue of there being any gaps or anything. I can go back in and fill that in with some more glue, which I probably will do at the end just so it's not snagging so bad. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do one more nail here on camera. I'll do this middle nail here, and then I'm gonna do the rest of my nails off camera, and then I'll be back to show you guys the finished result. I will say I did only flash cure these. Once I'm completely done putting all of the charms on, I am going to go ahead and do, I think I'm going to do 2 60-second cures just to, you know, feel a little bit more secure and make sure that stuff is actually cured. It'll just make me feel better if I do 2 cures versus 1, but you know, that's not necessary. You don't have to do 2, but for peace of mind for myself, I am going to do 2 60-second cures, but 1 60-second cure should be good. So yeah, once I get them all completely finished, I'll do that. But in between each nail, I am just going to flash cure them real quick just so everything holds in place. This glue, I will say, there is a little bit of sliding, but not a whole lot. Like these bigger charms, honestly, are holding very nicely in place. It's really the rhinestones that I'm having the issue with sliding. Like, they'll slide a little bit more, which I feel is weird because these bigger charms are heavier, and usually the heavier charms like slide more than the lighter ones and like rhinestones, but I don't know. But yeah, it's really holding everything in place, so I do have time to like place stuff down and not worry about it like moving around and everything, which is really nice. Also, I did show when I first scooped it out for the pinky nail. You can also, I don't, well, you can't really tell, but like in person you can tell. Like here in the pot, it does kind of look a little cloudy, and like when I scoop it up, it does kind of look a little cloudy. Which I was honestly a little worried seeing that. I'm like, that's not very good sign. But then once I put it on, you saw it was clear. It's super clear. So it's not cloudy at all, or at least I can't tell that it's cloudy at all. Mainly because there's a whole bunch of stuff on top, but like you can kind of see in between here, and it's not cloudy at all. Like I can definitely see it's super clear, and even when I first put it on, you can tell it's super clear. So if you see that being a little cloudy, don't be too freaked out because it does go on super clear. But yeah, let me go ahead and finish these up, and we'll see how they are once everything is completely done. Okay, so now that I have all of the charms and rhinestones on, I am just going to take a wipe and wipe them down with some alcohol just to remove any of the wax that may have been left behind from the little picker-upper tool thing. Although I did pick up all the charms with my tweezers, I did end up having to push them around a little bit with the wax pen. So, just want to make sure they're nice and clean. You should do this every time you put like rhinestones and charms on. Wipe them off and make sure everything's nice and clean and shiny. I tend to forget to do that a lot. Like immediately after. But I also will wash my hands with soap and water so that it will get it off too. And like with one of those little nail scrubber brushes. Just to make sure everything's nice and clean and there's no like leftover residue of any sort. And if anything is still sticky, then it can all get cleaned off. I'm gonna grab my cuticle oil. This one is leaking everywhere. So I like don't even have to twist it. I'm just gonna put a little bit on all of these. And just rub that in as best as I can around here. I'm not really a huge fan of cuticle oil because I don't like how long it takes to soak in. I do put it on at the end of my sets, like when I finish them. But for the most part, I use hand cream because it soaks in a lot easier and I can like rub it in better. Also, I don't like how shiny the cuticle oil leaves you, just because it is sitting right on top there. Especially for like pictures and videos, I really don't like the look of cuticle oil around. It just looks so shiny and I don't know, I don't like it. I know that's like common for a lot of people to do. They'll put the cuticle oil on and take the pictures and stuff, but I'm not a huge fan of that. But this is what they look like. I'm actually really happy with these. They're so cute. And then this hand, my left hand, I went a little charm heavy compared to, I feel like, or this is my right hand. I went a little charm heavy with my right hand compared to my left hand. I think I got a little more like confident and comfortable with putting all these charms on. So there's way more charms going on my right hand and way less rhinestones compared to my left hand, but it's still super cute. And then, where are they? These little bear charms ended up becoming my favorite, and so they're like all over. I have a bunch of them on here, and actually I think it's just those three, but still. Oh wait, no, there's a fourth one right there. I knew there was another one. Those are my favorites. The little suckers, these little suckers, those were the only things that were really giving me a hard time, like sliding all over the place when I was putting all this stuff on. But for the most part, nothing else really moved around. The rhinestones did a little bit, like I said earlier, but like other than that, okay, there's a piece of the white stuck on the fish fin. But other than that, nothing else actually like moved around and slid around. Just these little suckers for some reason. I don't know. They were all over the place. It was kind of annoying, but they ended up looking really cute. I really like these. And then when I was going through to pick out some more charms, I found this little feather that I didn't even know was in there. And I had to include it because my grandpa used to always collect feathers and he would like put them in his hat. So I'm like, I have to include this feather, and it is the only feathered charm in there too. Because I started digging around and looking to see if there was any more, but there wasn't. And I was like, there's no way I can pass up putting this feather on here. So it's right there. Cute little nod to my grandpa. But yeah, this is my birthday set. I'm really happy with them. I will say, because I did go pretty charm heavy on my right hand, they do look a little bit bulkier than my left hand here, but again, I don't really care. Like, I knew from the start that they were gonna look pretty bulky and kind of chunky just because there was gonna be so much on them. Like, that just comes with putting a bunch of stuff like this on your nails. They are gonna end up looking a little chunky and bulky. So like, if that's not your thing, obviously you don't want to do that, but like I said, I don't really care. I think they're cute. There's so much going on. It's like those little I Spy books that I used to get from the library when I was a kid. It's like, oh, find the race car, find the pencil, and then you look through and it's just like a picture of a bunch of stuff just sprawled all over the page, and you gotta find everything. I feel like this is kind of giving the same vibes. Like, you could play I Spy on here. Find 3 teddy bears. You find all the little teddy bears on here. And these the little gummy bears. The teeny tiny ones are cute. Match with the big ones. I like all the different shades of blue that are going on too. That really gives it a lot of like dimension and movement on here. I really like. I mean, I've said before, I like nails with a lot of stuff going on, and these nails have a lot of stuff going on, so they are definitely a favorite. Plus they're blue, which is my favorite color, so you know, that's pretty much why I went with this set for my birthday, because they're my favorite color and my favorite type of nails with having a whole bunch of junk going on them. I am curious to see how this glue holds up over time and how long it'll hold and how well it'll hold, because I do like to wear my nails for at least a month. So these are going to be on for the rest of August here. They'll come off towards the end of August, beginning of September for my September set. So we'll be able to see if like how well that glue held up, and if any of the charms or rhinestones pop off at all, and I can give you guys an update on how that glue works. But right now, like first impression, just using it, I think it's a pretty good glue. It is really thick, but I feel like that's really good for like putting a bunch of stuff like this on, or like the bigger charms and rhinestones and stuff. I also didn't have any issues with anything like sliding around other than the little suckers here. yeah, I think it goes on really nice and easy too. Like, it's not stringy or anything. I know sometimes rhinestone glue can be a little stringy, especially if it's like a thicker rhinestone glue. But this wasn't. It went on smooth, almost like a normal like gel polish. So that's really nice too. And it's super clear. I know in the jar and when I was scooping it out, it did kind of look a little cloudy, but once you apply it, it does look very clear. So, yeah. Now it's just time to do the wear test for it and see how it all goes. But that is it for this video. As always, I will include some other like finishing shots of these nails, like outside and whatever, so you guys can see these nails in all of their glory. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so real quick, just a couple things. I forgot to mention that on these little like pearl heart charms that I have, I did top coat those because I was afraid that they might chip and the blue coating would come off, and then you'd have like a white pearl or maybe even a gray pearl underneath. But I didn't top coat any of these other charms because looking at them, it looks like they're just made with like resin or something, like a blue resin. So I feel like nothing should chip off of any of these. But I mean, I don't know. That maybe off of the like little sucker here, or like this elephant maybe, or even the dinosaur, like maybe the face could potentially chip off depending on like if that's coated with the like resin that it's made out of, or if it's on top. I don't know. I guess I'll find out as I wear these, but I definitely wanted to make sure that the little pearl hearts were top coated to make sure that they weren't going to chip as I wore the nails. Also, when I finished these and I like walked out of my room, the hallway that is right outside my room, it was dark, and I realized that some of these were glowing. I completely forgot that some of these charms do glow in the dark, so I'm gonna show you guys that real quick here. Let me actually turn off these lights. So here you can see some of those charms glowing. That's weird. But yeah, the little dinosaur glows. Just a few of them. Wonder, let me see if any of these on the left or the right hand glow. Ooh, yeah, I have a lot more on this hand that glow than I do on the other hand. Well, the elephant glows. Cute. Yeah, I had completely forgotten that some of these do glow in the dark. But show them under flash while I'm at it, so you can see some of that sparkle underneath and some of those charms that have like glitter on them. Okay, so that's it for this video, for sure this time, except for my little clips of the nails like outside and everything. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.